Hey everybody, today I have a John Deere z355e, brand new 2016. It has the edge cutting system, 48-inch deck, 3-blade, with the washing port. It has the Briggs & Stratton 22 horsepower. What else? I've taken the chute off because I have a mulch cover coming for it. The rear tires on this are, what are they? 18 by 8.5 by 8. And the fronts are, what are they? They're 11 by 4 by 4. What else? So far what I've done to this, which is just a personal preference, is I've taken the guard off of this side and this side of the deck, so that way when I'm done mowing I can wash the grass out without getting it caught up in there and rotting the deck out. The front casters right there, they just have plastic bushings in them, which I wasn't wild about, and they had absolutely no grease on them. So I packed them full of grease, and there is a spot in between the two bushings that I packed full of grease and filled the top lip up here with grease. So they're good now. That's the one thing I did, and what else? The center floor comes up. This right here is here. 13mm wrench, which you could take that bolt out, which takes this whole centerpiece out to get to the deck. Right in there is your adjusting bolts for your throttles. So you adjust them so that way at wide open throttle all the way forward, the mower tracks straight. What else? I lowered the gauge wheels all the way down. One of the nice things I like about this is for oil changes you have this right here, this hose that just comes down and you can take the cap off and drain it. The exhaust on this I also like. It is all underneath there and shielded and nice. It's got two cup holders, one for a 12-ounce can and one for a Gatorade bottle. Put this back in there. Right here you have your throttle. It's wide open. Choke. Down here in Florida I don't need the choke. That is your low fuel light. Hour meter, which this mower only has 1.4 hours on. And deck engagement. Everything on this motor is easy to get to. Oil filter right there, fuel filter, spark plug, fuel pump, air filter, same thing on this side. One thing that I don't really care for on this is there is no fuel gauge, or no clear part in the tank. So it's full right now, but I like the cap though because it goes on and it has the clicks in it. So it's kind of hard to fuel it up. Sure, underneath the seat. Right here you have this compartment right here, which when you buy it, the manual and key are in there. And then in then this compartment over here, which can't really do with one hand. There we go. Is the battery, and I'm pretty sure that's what is this in here? Yep, fuse box and a solenoid or a relay in there. So try and get that back in there. Okay. So, yep, that's underneath the seat, and here's your service. And what else? So that's your services and some other stuff. Got some stuff over here for the fuses. Put the seat back. I really like the seat compared to our old John Deere L130, mainly because the seat itself goes back farther and it has nice armrests, which do flip up and are adjustable for how high you want them to sit. Trying to think if there's anything else about this. In the back here, that right there and that right there, these are to undo or release the transmissions. So you put them up there on the top, which are very kind of hard to get in, and release the emergency brake, and that way you can push some more around. It's not that hard to push. So set your emergency brake and put these back down in. Right there is your John Deere plate, or gives your model number and everything. One thing I do like about this engine cover is that you can remove the screen that they give you to clean down in here and make sure that no leaves or anything get in. This came from Everglades Farm Equipment in Fort Pierce. I really don't have any. The only issues that I've had so far with this mower, and I've only owned it for a couple days, is first, I didn't like the casters. I didn't like that they weren't greased. And these wheels, they just have ball bearings in them, sealed. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the covers. They're just plastic covers, and I didn't like them because I don't want my deck to rot out. The chute and everything is fine. Those are the only things so far that I did not like about the motor, or about the mower itself. And when you go really fast over rough terrain, you know, of course it's going to bounce, and so it bounces you around a little bit. But these tires were over pressurized. They're supposed to be at 22 psi, but I dropped them down to 11. Gives them a little bit squishier, and we're down here in Florida, the sandy soil, you know, you need to have a bigger contact patch. So yeah, I think that's just about it for this mower. To start it, you need to have those out, parking brake set, and for me, just have my throttle down, that, and still getting the hang of this. You need to put the parking brake down. So yeah, I think that pretty well wraps up this mower. If you do decide to purchase one of these, which I do highly recommend it, I liked them a lot better than any of the Husqvarnas or Toros or Cub Cadets that I've seen. The big thing is check your rear tire pressure, grease those front hubs, and if you want your deck to last, take off the covers, which I'm not telling you to do so. That's just what I have done. And follow the maintenance. So I hope you all have a good day, and John Deere's the best.